Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and today I would like to show you the free orchestra from Project Sam, my very first library when I restarted 1 year ago. I will go through all the patches and sounds and then even compose a little piece in real time. So I hope you like it, and if you like videos like this, then please just do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, means a lot to me. Let's do it. So it's 1 year that Project Sam released the free orchestra as their gift to the world with the beginning of this COVID pandemic situation. And for me, this was the first library that I had when I restarted 1 year ago. And they even managed then to get it on the free Contact player, so you don't even need Contact anymore to use it. So I suggest for now we just go through all the sounds and the patches, and then I will compose something with it. Maybe a little spoiler before, it's not really an orchestral library, so there isn't strings and brass and woodwinds. There's a little bit of everything. There's, if you want, a best of Project Sam, a teaser, which, by the way, Project Sam is more on the epic side of the libraries. And I like this one so much that the very first library I bought then was Orchestral Essentials from Project Sam, which I really appreciate, which is really a good library. It's a little bit dated, but the orchestral sounds, they are still really, really good, really, really valid. So if you don't have libraries yet, and you're looking for your first starter library, it's even not on the expensive side, so then maybe just go for Orchestral Essentials from Project Sam. And let's go here through the free orchestra. I just made a little template with the 14 tracks with the 14 instruments that are in there. There are even some multis, but there's only one playable, so let's leave the multis out for today. So the first one is bombastic basses, and that's exactly what it does. You can see here on the screen the blue keys are always the one that are playable, so up here nothing happens, and then from here on you have the bombastic basses. And listen to this, I mean, this is strings, and as you hit harder, the brass and the piano and the drums come in. Very interesting. The next sound is the Pandora bursts, and this one gives you the possibility to feel like Hans Zimmer for 1 second, because for Hans Zimmer there are two elements fundamental. The first one,
I like writing in D,
and the second one is this sound. Think about it, it's free, and with these Pandora bursts we will do something later on. By the way, you have all these knobs, for the boom, for the reverb, for the release, the attack. I won't go into these details now. Whoever is already working with libraries knows exactly what it does. Interesting, the sound design in the free orchestra. Like in this case, we do have the dystopian drones, and they can be used for many, many things. We do have the ghostly clusters, even this quite interesting sound design. Sounds like this you can't program with MIDI, or you have them pre-recorded, or you don't have them. So even me today, I still use the free orchestra quite often if I need sounds like this. We do have the wild winds, same thing as before. In this case, with the woodwinds. Really interesting. Then one of my favorite sounds in this library are the heroic horns from Symphobia. And listen to this. They're not bad, I would say. Of course, you need a lot of reverb. If you take out the reverb, they feel a little light. So if you want to put some weight on them, put on the reverb. Okay, Then the choir, the luminous choir from Lumina, and this one is really a nice patch, especially for a free library. You get the idea. Then there are the ominous lows, even here the name is program. We will use even those afterwards. We do have Pandora Panic. Sound design, orchestral sound design. At its best, Power Strike. So easy. Percussion, the tutti hits. But just in this case. Yeah, we will use those. Another very, very interesting patch is the short strings, just spiccato strings, from the basses to the celli, to the violas, to the violins. Useful. Here you have the octaver, for example, just one note or with an octave above to give it a more rich sound. Then nice, the Sordino violins. These are violins with thing on the bridge to mute the sound a little bit. And what I like about those, even here you can choose if you would like to have the velocity or the mod wheel controlling the dynamics. You have this dream knob here, which I used already here. I switched on a little bit the dream, and then you have this underscore sound that you hear a lot in TV series. Useful. And the last one is tongue-in-cheek. If you would like to do a cartoon one day. Okay, you have the possibility. So I say, that's enough of blubbering. Let's make some music with this. And I will start out right away with the violins. Okay, we go in with the violins without that dreamy sound. They could use a little more reverb. I would put some reverb on them. Then we may put in some ominous lows. I think they fit quite well to this kind of underscore for a dramatic or horror scene. And I think I said already, it's free. Then I remember there's a boat symbol. Yes, exactly. Oh, that's great. Okay, what else might we play here? Some ghostly clusters. Yes, why not? So I think you get the idea of the sound design, and I suggest let's do what Project Sam does best. Let's start with the epic stuff, and I will start in this case here with the bombastic basses. No, I will start with the strings, the short strings. Okay. First track done. Quick quantize. I take a copy of that to bring in some cello. Nice. We take another track. In this case, I will go for the step input because I would like to do something like an ostinato, like an arpeggio. Okay, 8th notes, there we should be. I didn't go up too far because I remember that up there, yeah, there are no notes anymore. Okay, that's fine. Let's listen to what I did here. I just have the 8th notes. So I select them, I bring them down to 16th notes. I copy them. Let's listen. And every second note I lower the velocity. I think you get the idea. Let's do something here with the bombastic basses. Of course, we need the Pandora bursts in here. Let's end this piece really epic. Put in a drone. Put in even a ghostly cluster. Like this one. That's a nice ending. We need some drums. Let's go for the power strike. Or the tutti hits before. Okay, here we are. That's enough. Have a quick listen to it. Okay, we quantize it a little bit. And then I take these notes and I just bring them down. Okay. Okay, then let's listen to this. That's it. Let's open this. That's fine. Let's go for the power strike. There was this symbol. Exactly, the piatti. Okay, our beast is getting interesting, I would say. We need a melody. We need a melody, heroic horns, obviously. So let's see what we can do with this. I like this. Okay, they need a little more weight. And this is where the library gets to its limits. There is no other instrument to really accompany the melody line, but I will take the strings to put a little weight on the long notes. Let's see if this works out. I couldn't hear them. Let's check it. Expression. Yes, there they are. Okay. Okay, the beast is nearly ready. The last thing missing for me is the choir. Let's put in some choir here. Okay, I'm quite happy with it. So let's have again a listen to it. I hope you liked it. I hope it was interesting. Check out this library. Check out even the other libraries of Project Sam, which in my opinion, they're worth it. If you like this video, please just consider to subscribe to my channel. Means a lot to me. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Let's have a listen. See you next time. Bye-bye.